sorry guys for the late upload and whatnot. I experienced some technical difficulties, and as well, I was super dreading making this video because I don't like talking like extremely bad about the Eagles and whatnot. I love my Eagles. I bleed green. You know what I'm saying? I just want us to win championships. I want us to win. You know what I'm saying? And at least do decent on both sides of the ball. And with all this superstar talent, I was dreading making the video. But without further ado, I'm just gonna fly into it. The first thing I want to talk about, the D line, in a bad way, star of the show, in a bad way, absolutely trash, garbage, dog water. I'm sorry, that's the truth about our defensive line. Absolute dog water. I'm sorry to tell you. Cheese grater D line. Absolutely embarrassing. Um, you know, and just like I said in the title, we gotta start, putting some of the blame on Howie for picking so many busts. Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith, N'Kobe Dean. The list is still growing day by day. Obviously, in terms of free agency, Bryce Huff, C.J. Gardner Johnson. Top three in missed tackles. What is Bryce Huff doing? Losing against tight ends and whatnot. Can't even get past them. Absolute dog water. I'm just gonna flat out say it. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a delusional fan. Unless Howie Roseman pulls off, some sort of miracle move for a competent D rusher that can actually close the pocket and create a little bit of pressure. Unless he does that, I'm sorry, this team ain't going anywhere. I'm sorry to tell you, I'm not delusional. If you have absolutely no pass rush and any team can legitimately get over 100 yards on your team, that's an issue. And on top of that, the offense looks like crap. I'm sorry, whether it be analytics, whether it's Kellen Moore, whether it's Sirianni, whether it's Habit, it looks like dog water. It looks like crap. The only positive, I can say is that the O-line played okay. You know what I'm saying? I think Jalen Hurts had an okay game, or however, minus the interception at the end. If not, or however, then I could be like, okay, it wasn't Jalen's fault. He didn't even throw any picks. He was pretty accurate, or however. But because of that, it is kind of a knock on him. It makes him look bad. Interceptions make quarterbacks look bad. It's common sense. So yeah, that being said, versus the Saints, I really don't think we'll win. I'll honestly be surprised if Nick Sirianni even makes it to pass the bye week. I know he'll make it to the bye week or however, but I don't know the record or however the case. But I'm not gonna lie, because I have common sense and because I've seen, in terms of O line, the Falcons yesterday had a respectable line. You know what I'm saying? We faced two playoff level O lines. We don't even have a one and done D line. Our D line is worthless. It is trash. I'm sorry. I cannot stop saying that enough. Trash, trash, trashy, trash, trash. The defensive line is worthless trash. I should freaking retire, whatever the case may be. Absolute dog water. Absolute dog water. Heck, Dan Sileo, Philly 500, pretty much almost every YouTube creator, sincerely, not in any way trying to be sarcastic, could probably play better defensive linemen than what we're seeing. And same thing goes, if they run against, our defense, I guarantee you, throughout the entire game, they'll at least have 30, 40 yards. And that's a fact. I'm sorry, our D-line is that bad. It is that bad. Everyone says, oh, it's just week 2. No, it's been happening since last year. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could go on for hours, but at the end of the day, I don't want to, ramble too long. I already spent 4 minutes talking about it. In terms of the Saints, like I said, unless we get a pass rusher or somebody that can actually, help Jalen Carter, however the case, because, I'll give him benefit of the doubt or however, but, yeah, the D-line definitely needs heavy reinforcement. It, as is nowhere near enough. Even if they improved, even if they took steroids, it still wouldn't be enough. They're that bad as of right now. I'm sorry to tell you. But yeah, I wish the best for my Eagles. I love my Eagles. I wish we could win every game or however, obviously. I know it's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? And, even with a team that should dominate offensively, it's too much to ask to have one good game. But what can I say? Hopefully, that this is what Howie Roseman needs to humble out and, you know what I'm saying, not hire freaking bum head coaches and keep them on just for looks or whatever the case may be. Hopefully, that's what it takes or however. And Hopefully, Howie can learn how to draft, or have somebody that learns how to draft or something. I don't know, but the way it's going, yeah, we have to start blaming Howie. Stop blaming the head coaches and all that, or who's the one that hired the head coaches? Who's the one that put the players in there? If Jalen Hurts is that bad, or however they shouldn't have gave him the money, who gave him the money? Okay, I'll completely change the question around. As a matter of fact, kind of like piggybacking off what I just said. If Jalen Hurts and Bryce Huff or however, and they watched film on them or having their absolute freaking dog water, then absolutely it's the organization's fault. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, it looked so good, and it looked amazing in the summer and the off season. I mean, but when it comes time, I mean, they're dog crap. They're worthless. They should all just retire. I wish them all healthy, long, lives and all that. I don't wish nothing bad upon them or their families. I wish they lived long, healthy lives. But in terms of the football field, y'all trash. Just retire. Just hang it up. I'm sorry. Especially Darius Not Today Slay. But I don't know. Got to be better. I'm tired of saying that. Been saying that, since last year even. You know what I'm saying? That all off season they get better. You know what I'm saying? All preseason, all training camp, all that. But just wasting time, just slacking, not doing nothing, just wasting time. For the most part, looks like the same team as last year. Dog crap on both sides. Waste of money to buy jerseys and tickets. That's all I'm saying. Waste of money to do both of those things. And yes, I know how ironic that looks. I have memorabilia and all that. Or however, I live and die by my Eagles. You know what I'm saying? I love my Eagles. But I'm just saying, as of right now, I mean, they're looking like a poverty franchise, and that's coming from an honest fan. I've never liked any other team but the Eagles. If it's not the Eagles, how does it help us win a ring? That's how I've always thought about it. If it's not watching the Eagles win, or however, it's not watching the Eagles in general, I mean, how's helping the Eagles get a ring? That's always been like my main thing when it comes to football. Eagles, Eagles, Eagles. I love football. I love Philly, and at least what it used to stand for, the culture. Now everybody's just gone soft, and so before I go on for hours and hours and 20 minutes and all that, I'll just go ahead and cut it off here and all that. Culture's soft. Coaches are garbage. Most of the players on the defense are garbage, particularly the defensive line. Most of them are busts. Howie doesn't know how to draft on defense. Probably overrated GM, probably. Fangio, he's probably washed and senile and all that, forgot, how to call the defense, you know what I'm saying, and Kellen Moore, he thinks football is a casino. He thinks you can just take all the risks or however and make all the stupidest plays or however and think, oh, we'll be all right now. So coaches are idiots, players are soft and can't tackle, can't really do much, so we're screwed unless we actually get some actual players in here. So love my Eagles, always have, always will, but these players ain't enough to get it done. So I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, they're good, just they're good enough to lose in the first round, maybe. They're good enough to win 5 games, maybe not even make the playoffs. It's not good enough. $500 million offense can't even get to the playoffs. That's what it's looking like. Only 21 points a game. That's it. 20-something. That's all you got. You got Saquon and all that. I'm not even saying AJ or whatever because I know he was out. I'm not senile or whatever, but I'm just saying. Worthless on both sides. So without a big move, we're screwed. That's all I can really say. If there's any good news or however, how he's done slacking and you know what I'm saying, parading around as something he's not, until that happens, we're screwed. So hopefully, how he can get his head out of his ass and have some common sense. But until then, I love my Eagles, always have, always will. I wish the best for us. I hope we all win every single game from here on out. It's all I can really do is hope. But yeah, Howie has to do a better job, not just on the players or that. He always gets to be he always scapegoats everybody else for his failures of bringing in players and getting fleeced. That's right. Hot take of the day. As much as everyone says Howie fleeced him in these past few years, that's the hot take of the day. He's been getting fleeced more than anybody. He got fleeced by Kevin Byard. He got fleeced by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. You know what I'm saying? He got fleeced by Jalen Hurts. That's not a $50 million quarterback. You know what I'm saying? He got fleeced by pretty much the entire D-line. He got fleeced by Fangio. He got fleeced by Kellen Moore. Fleeced by whatchamacallit. He got fleeced and robbed by everybody. Hired and drafted and traded for a bunch of freaking idiots and people who can't fucking play. That guy's just, man, how he's looking to be an idiot. I'm sorry. He looks like an idiot right now. He could have just freaking paid him. We wouldn't be so bad in terms of generating pressures. Instead, we got freaking 4 bums that can't do nothing. That's on Howie. Could have just freaking paid him. It was all about the money. In terms of chasing sacks, I mean, guess what? That's what pass rushers do. Pass rusher. How you supposed to rush the pass if you ain't going after the quarterback? That's why you have corners and linebackers and all that, or however. He's a D lineman. He's meant to get sacks. That's what Hassan Reddick is meant to do, is get sacks. Not being coverage in some weak-ass daycare fucking baby school thing. Scheme, I mean. Vietnam flashbacks from last year. Same freaking bullcrap. Same weak-ass dollar store moves. Oh, it's going to patch it up. Oh, it'll be alright. Oh, but we'll see if that works. No, he got fleeced more than anybody. Howie Roseman, I mean, he got fleeced. Sorry to tell you. Kevin Byers, CJ, arguably Saquon, he hasn't. Arguably, but I mean, that drop, and then... I mean, we'll see if the health concerns are worth it. We'll see about that. But... Got fleeced by AJ. Guess, I mean... $30-something million a year just to be out. First couple games. Got fleeced by Devontae. Couldn't get open. Really? 30-something million not to be a game-changing receiver, and people consider you the best receiver on our team. Bull crap. Goddard, not even top 10, top 15. Heck no, I was wrong. Dude's average at best. It's either our offense is entirely overhyped, you know what I mean, obviously Jalen, he's been in question, but I mean, obviously AJ Brown's not that good, obviously, Devontae Smith ain't that good, I mean, obviously, I mean, 20 fucking points, that's it. Worthless freaking scheme. If you have all the players, Saquon, he gave you 109 yards when you used him right the first time, 119, something like that. Devontae Smith can give you 100+ yards a night. But as always, going for on and on. I'm trying my best not to ramble. It's just, man, I really love my Eagles and all that, or however, but it's gonna be a long season. It's gonna be a really long season. So that being said, I'm not gonna spend too much more time talking about the same stuff. As of right now, players we got ain't enough. Defense is trash. Coaching's trash. Howie Roseman's overrated. Howie got fleeced, so definitely he deserves some of the culpability for that in terms of making bad signings, making bad trades, things of that nature. So yeah, that being said, God bless. Philly out. Peace.